Hi, I'm Richie, and this is my wife Lauren. I'm a professional chef based in Nottingham, the United Kingdom. Having owned a plant-based restaurant for the past 8 years and having some success on MasterChef The Professionals, we decided it was time for a change of scenery. So we decided to pack up and go completely solo. We're now spending our lives in different cities, at different restaurants, even on different continents. So we thought we'd document the whole thing. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with what we're up to. This is my idea of a lovely day.
Good morning from our lovely little gîte. I've got coffee in bed. I'm shattered this morning. I think it was the heat took it out of everyone yesterday. It was really hot. Hot night as well to go to sleep. It's a lot cooler today, so I think it's going to be a far more pleasurable day, especially for the guests and stuff. There was a few people rapidly fanning themselves last night. Doing a masterclass of pasta making outside today, showing people how to like wrap tortellini and that sort of thing. And then back in the kitchen getting ready for another 8-course taster tonight. Brand new menu. It's going to be fun. Morning.
Morning.
So another day at it in the south of France. What a life. Oh, the guys here are just so cute. So we've got just quietly through our window, everyone having the brekkie outside. But then they bought us breakfast in our little gîte. So what we got, chef? Talk us through it.
So we got masala beans on toast. I made granola with a beautiful yogurt and peach, some orange juice and some almond croissants.
Looks amazing. I'm going to get stuck into mine. It's official. Masala beans are absolutely packed. What are you doing, Loz?
Taste test on the cocktails.
What are you using?
So we're using this beautiful cognac from just around the corner. We're making a sour with it. Using aquafaba instead of egg whites, a little bit of lemon juice, and it should be absolutely delicious.
And over this side, I'm getting ready for the pasta masterclass at lunch, making some tortellini. Here are some of the ones that I've just made up. We're all gonna eat together around 1 o'clock. After snapping a few photos with the guests and then making me feel more important than I am, I was ready to kick off the class.
Vegan pasta, notorious for being an absolute pain in the arse. This bag of flour, some salt, olive oil and water into beautiful little tortellini, which is what you're going to be having for lunch. You need a big bowl. You could use the dough mixer if you're feeling like you can't be arsed. 260 grams of 00 flour.
Conscious of wind as well, so I do apologise.
So you're going to have 140 mils of cold water. I'm going to make a well in the centre, add in our waters. Now cold water, as pasta gets hotter, it's more difficult to work with, it starts to stick. A couple of tablespoons of a nice quality olive oil. It's going to give the pasta a nice shine. Some good quality salt, a nice pinch in. You're just going to gently incorporate the flour into the centre. And this is just going to ensure that you don't end up with a really sort of lumpy dough. Give it some. This is where you make an absolute mess of your own kitchen, which I've just done. And we've got what looks like a very rough piece of dough at the minute. It also is messy, banging open on. As you can see, it's been 30 seconds for me, and I'm already caked in it. So there's an old joke that goes around in kitchens. Italians always come in pairs, because one person has to crank and the other one has to pull through. You want this dough to be super smooth. It really just comes down to how much time you put into it. You almost want to encourage the dough to stick a little, so you're stretching the strands of gluten in this, and that's just going to give it some nice structure. It's going to make sure that it seals all of your nice filling in.
I might look like I'm making light work of this whilst it's sped up, but rest assured, it was bloody hot.
Sorry about that, guys. You want to create a shape which is round about the right sort of size to go into the pasta machine. You must start at 0 and you must always put everything through twice.
With the GoPro being as hot as me, it decided to turn itself off during the most crucial part of the recipe. After finishing up the class, I returned to the kitchen to cook and plate what I'd made in the morning for the guests. They had a wild mushroom tortellini with a sage butter and truffle sauce, and some of those crispy oyster mushrooms from that amazing farm.
I don't say this very often, but God, I'm good.
So we've had brekkie, we've done the masterclass. We're prepping now for the evening service, and whose time to shine is it now?
Me.
And Loza, you're going to be doing some cocktails, right? Lauren's first debut doing something like that, so she's a bit nervous. We need to give her lots of love.
With me shaking up the cocktails outside, I left Rich in the kitchen to finish up his prep. I then returned in for the big show.
Hi, I'm Richie Stainsfield. And welcome to my South West Sub Club. Let's do it, baby. With a quick freshen up, I headed outside to greet tonight's guests. It's safe to say, after spending a couple of hours in Lauren's care, they were indeed well on their way. So these guys have been on the cocktails since 6 o'clock. Lauren's been shaking them up. I think they're well oiled for the tasting menu. That's how we like it. Hello everyone. I thought I'd just say hello to new faces and old. Not nothing to do with age, just the time that I've spent with you already. After a quick hello, I cracked straight on with the tasting menu. First up, a lovely little pickle dish. Second, celebrating the amazing French tomatoes with my basil caviar and oil. Next up, a roasted artichoke dish with a bright green velouté. And after a few more, on to desserts with my infamous beaten mess, which turned the critics' heads on MasterChef the Professionals. All in all, a good result, I'd say. We've had such a class day. So, breakfast by the lovely Nick and Jen, and then that was swiftly followed by some mushroom tortellini at the Masterclass. In between that, we all had a little cheeky dip in the pool while the guests were dining, which was just an absolute lifesaver in the heat. And then finally, the wonderful Lauren shaking up some cocktails, 3 beautiful cocktails, utilising some amazing cognacs, Pinot de Charon. That is a wrap from Le Coq de Usson! So after a good night's sleep, I checked in with the guests about their night and got straight on with brekkie.
Morning.
Morning.
Good, are you?
Good. Sleepy. Very sleepy. Rainy morning in France, but it's quite welcomed. It's cooled the air down and it's really nice and cold. Well, not cold at all. It's about 20 degrees, but it's nice and cool. So we've all enjoyed cooking brekkie this morning. Did a beautiful hash brown with some spicy tomato jam, some chickpea scrambled eggs, fruit salads and bread and some leafy salad as well. It was really, really nice. With the final meal being a big hit, we took a few moments to thank those that came to support us all this weekend. Just said bye to some of the guests who've been an absolute pleasure this weekend. They've all hyped us up like so much. We're ending the retreat on such a high, so it's absolutely lovely. It's warming up later, so there will be some pool action. Fortunately, that means you'll have to see my fat belly in a pair of trunks. I won't do it too early because I don't want to put you off your breakfast. Oh, ripped out. And well-earned rest. Oh, with a freshen up, we decided to check out the local boozer with spectacular views. So we made our way into the neighbouring village to see what was on offer. Oh my lord.
That's someone's holiday home.
Holiday home, that.
Sure. How many people have they got in their family?
I know.
40?
Not enough to fill that.
Yeah. And they've got the
Goes
whole
on as well.
massive chapel and stuff as well.
Chapel?
How much do you reckon that sold for?
We know.
And that's not even that much money in the grand scheme of things.
Pounds, so yeah.
Oh, that thing on the right is theirs as well?
Yeah, the whole
All of
lot.
it,
You'll see
all of
when
it.
we get to the bar, you'll be able to see the whole lot. But you're gonna jump out and I'll go and park and then I'll meet you up there.
After arriving in one of the most stunning settings, we were ready for an authentic French experience,
However, things felt a little closer to home when we stepped foot inside.
We're in very rural France. You wouldn't expect. A British pub quiz.
Awesome.
What's that?
It's a GoPro.
It's a what?
GoPro, so you can see from the front here as well.
There you go. You're on a travel vlog right now. Oh my god. You don't have to be alright with it. Do you live here?
Well, we live about two minutes drive away.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Do you or?
No. We're so I'm a chef and I'm doing a retreat out here with some people that we know.
Vin Blanc? Is the vision to come out here and
That's
live and work out here?
Eventually, maybe France, maybe Italy. Like we don't really know yet.
Cheers, guys.
Santé.
Now fully acquainted, we enjoyed a few beers in the sunshine. Don't worry, Jen was on the 0%, as she was designated driver for the evening. We're all having a lovely beer in this amazing beer garden with a view of a chateau that I can only dream of owning one day. Life doesn't get any better. This is what we call the French boozer. Let me go round and get Batty. Here are you. There you go. After finishing up at the pub, and now well on our way, we explored the local village. Nick, our honorary historian, told us a few facts about the local area.
Yeah, it's a restaurant, but it's also a working watermill. It has a fully...
Wow.
So up until about a year ago, it was a fully working mill, and they used to mill their own flour, bake their own bread, brioches and stuff.
What?
Amazing. So yeah, that's where the water comes through. There's a massive water wheel in there. That's incredible. Yeah.
Genuinely can't get over that view. Like bloody Harry Potter. There's my Malfoy. Best one. You're not going for Harry, you're not going for Ron, you're going for a Malfoy boy. Rich, question for you.
Go on.
Harry Potter, you've got to pick which character you'd be.
Hermione, so I could... Oh no.
Take it seriously.
Sorry, go again. If I were a Harry Potter character, who would I be? What's the ratty one?
Gil. I said something, I said he looks like my...
Grindelwald. No, Grindelwald.
Grindelwald.
What's his name? But you need to give me some insight here. You need to give me some insight.
No, because this is better.
Hermione.
There's a guy that he's met over there who looks exactly like a character out of Harry Potter. I can't remember what he's called, but I'll show you a picture of him in a minute, and you will know immediately who he is.
What, do you want to hit a club?
Yeah, there's loads around here.
Yeah.
When I'm on a mic, roll.
Shantae.
Nice to meet you. Morning, this is a quick one, because we're up late. We got a bit piddled last night with Jen and Nick. Had a few glasses of wine and beer at the pub. So yeah, it's going to be a rushed one this morning because we need to go to the supermarket, get some food for brekkie.
We now attempted to settle a very British argument in a very French setting.
And we're having the scone or scone discussion. Put that in the comments if you think it's a scone or a scone, because unfortunately there's a few people here that are wrong.
This is such a pretty little town. Look at this lovely little patisserie shop. The cakes look amazing. I've had the scone or scone debate. There's Lauren down at the end. What was an old antique shop. Can't even begin to imagine the kind of antiquities you'd find in here. Look at all this. Toile de Jeu pottery, I believe. Grandfather Clark's.
Oh, yeah.
After looking around, I got approached by a lovely old Frenchman and, well, I absolutely panicked.
Bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur. Alors, vous faites le football?
How do I say? Parlez-vous anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?
Ah oui, oui, oui. Vous avez traversé la Manche à la nage.
En anglais, désolé, mon français,
Ah oui.
on est petit
Oui.
français.
Bon, bien.
Désolé.
Bonjour, madame. Ben, je vous souhaite bon courage et bon séjour.
Bonne journée.
Merci, vous aussi.
Bonne journée.
Absolutely butchered that, didn't I? How dare you?
After dying inside, we did our favourite activity whilst being abroad.
I think one of my favourite things to do is go to a supermarket when I'm anywhere.
My favourite part of any holiday. Supermarché. Supermarché. Marché toi. This is legit though, the favourite part of any holiday. Going and having a look around all of the exciting goodies on them. Bean jar.
Maybe. Thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup. Oh, there's a leak. There's a leak in the bag.
Every time, stupid idiot.
And I bought a little rubber ring, didn't I? She doesn't realise it's this hose pipe. This hose pipe is on. So at any point, if I wanted to, I can spray it. It's like going to be like Alton Towers. So it's our last night in beautiful southwest France. If you guys want to go on holiday this year or the next, I cannot recommend this place highly enough. It is just the most stunning setting and they do such cool things. You'll have the most amazing time. And honestly, the view that I've got right now sat in front of me is just incredible. You need to book this place. It's unreal. Please book, come and see it. This isn't a paid or biased review either. I've come here through work. I'm now enjoying it as a holiday facility and I will be back next year to book it. Just like that. 5 days. We've had such a sick time. And we're gonna miss the little Betty Boop. Yeah, so hopefully more of this. Now we are going to take our final commute homes. So fingers crossed for a less problematic journey this time. Oh God, I thought we were overtaking it. A little bit of poo came out. So we've just said bye to Nick and Jan. Yeah, a little bit of an emotional goodbye, I suppose, because we've, you know, really got to know each other so well over the past few days, which has been lovely. So we're at Angoulême's train station now. First leg of the journey on the way back. Well, currently far less stressful because we've actually just got straight on the train, which is an absolute delight. So with a few hours to kill in Gay Paris, we decided to practice our French and order some food and drinks with the help of Google Translate. Lauren's trying to order some ice and the waiter doesn't speak French.
English.
The waiter doesn't speak English, so now she's got Google Translate up. What you got to say?
S'il vous plaît, puis-je avoir de la glace?
Go on then, go and do it.
Je voudrais un verre de ronde beer.
Excusez-moi. I'm warm. Boiling. Excuse me. Oh, he saw me. Oh, that's awkward.
Didn't do a twat.
Sorry. S'il vous plaît, puis-je avoir de la glace?
De la glace?
Yeah, Lucy. I feel really red.
I'm excited to see what comes out for this because I think Lauren's either ordered a glass or some ice. What's arrived at the table?
Glass.
Come see, come ça.
After embarrassing ourselves yet again with poor language skills, we decided it was time to make our final commute back through Paris in rush hour to the airport.
This is Paris in rush hour, going to the airport. It's about 35 degrees at the minute.
Merci de laisser descendre avant de monter, s'il vous plaît. Avancez dans les couloirs, s'il vous plaît. Merci d'avancer au maximum dans les couloirs.
En fait, si vous voyez ça, c'est que ça va ouvrir, mais...
With all of our journeys now complete, all we had to do was board our flight. Home, sweet home.
For your safety, you are kindly reminded to hold on to the handrails.
Ready for takeoff, Captain? Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. Thanks so much for joining us on this amazing journey. If you like what you've seen so far, join me on my next adventure where I'm back in the UK and I'll be cooking as a guest chef for one night only. Don't forget, As always, to subscribe, comment and like in this video. Details of where you can book your next retreat with Nick and Jan are down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Au revoir.